Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Weaves of Waves. How are you on this Tuesday morning? It's a little overcast, but we are up. We are waiting to go to work again today. I've got some lawns to mow, which is lovely. Cat and dog sort of had a fairly easy night last night, so I actually got some sleep. Yeah, I kind of need my sleep, and yes, it is a bit stressful introducing a new puppy, but the puppy is doing very well. She needs to learn that the cat is her friend. The cat sort of hisses but doesn't run. My pussycat is used to dogs and would love to be friends, and they'd love to be playmates. It's just waiting for the dog to not get so excitable. So yeah, we're looking at the whole world, and 1 year ago today, March 23rd, we went down into full lockdown. My whole life, sort of all the things that I had planned for last year all disappeared. I got made redundant on this day. I lost my job. Yay. Okay, that wasn't a bad thing. I managed to pick things up, but it was a shock to my system. And also the biggest shock, I think, was how much politics interfered with my life on this day. How much suddenly the government interfered. Now in my world, my little world, I had to wake up and think, wow, politics actually does matter. Because in a lot of ways it hadn't until that moment. Yeah, I don't really get involved with things like voting and, yeah, governmental procedures if I can possibly help it. So I put everything at arm's length. I'm a great fan of George Carlin. I think as an American, he was a genius. And yeah, he put it all together with humour, and it was awesome. And basically, don't vote. Mark Twain, don't vote, it only encourages them. I took that to heart quite a lot, because also I couldn't see finding out the lesser of evils. If you are ticking a box and they are all greedy, nasty, self-serving wankers, why on earth would you vote for any of them? Oh, well, just pick one. No! I'm not going to give them my energy, my, what do they call it, legal authorization to act in my name. No, so I pulled out of all the voting systems quite a few years back. And I don't regret it, because they're all as bad as each other. I mean, they're all interchangeable in my world. You just sort of insert a different head. And yeah, the politics started interfering in my life, and I object strongly to that. I object very strongly. That's like, how dare they? And they're still interfering in my life. I've managed to sort of mitigate it to a little, sort of push it off to one side. Yeah, I still do what I need to do, and I make sure I keep people. Social distancing is a good thing. I quite like keeping people at arm's length, strangers, keeping them at arm's length. But yeah, there's an awful lot of people out there who are hoping things go back to normal. And I listen to that, and it sounds like when I win the lottery. People will probably never ever win the lottery, and it probably will never ever go back to normal. And that I learned early on. I don't expect government to give back power once they've taken it. It's against human nature. So yeah, when you look at people who want to go on holiday, and they're desperate to go on holiday, and yesterday they came out with a £5,000 fine if you go on holiday, and you're like, wow. I still believe, and I can still see the manipulation behind it all. The shadows, you look at the shadows on the wall. Don't look at what's actually going on. So it's not this that you actually should be looking at. You should turn around and say, okay, what else is going on? Because the shadows on the wall are saying something else. So it's like a bigger and greater fist going around the country. We are now denied our right to roam and our right to freedom of travel. We're losing our freedom of speech. We've lost our right to work. I've always said rights are something that you have innately. You have it naturally. The natural right is yours. They can say it's a God-given right, but it depends on which God. If you're looking at a war god, they're not going to give you anything else except to go to war. But that's my paganism coming out. My natural rights are my own, and I will take them on. But it also comes with natural responsibilities. I have a responsibility to clean up after myself and to keep things clean, and to I don't know, show a little bit of morality and ethics and kindness. Those are all my responsibilities to my nature, if you like. And I'm looking at the shadows, yeah, trying to take more and more from me. A lot of people took this nasty injection for the right to go on holiday again. And I'm feeling sorry for them. Yeah, go ahead, do your injection if you need. As I said, I'm freedom of choice, pro-choice with information. Find out exactly what you're doing before you do it has always been my motto. But again, I'm not getting involved with other people's choices. It's their life. So they want to go on holiday. So they've done this. And now they're being told they can't go on holiday. Whoops. What exactly would somebody do that? Why would they go about it? Pushing, pushing, pushing. Are they wanting people to rise up in protest? It looks like it. You look at the protests over the weekend, and there was one very close to where I am that was a very, very odd looking protest, and it wasn't peaceful, and I don't promote it in any way. It looks very, very organised and faked. I saw some of the footage. It didn't look right. There was something else going on there, and I'm not sure what I'm looking at yet. But yeah, there's the whole sort of people that want things back to normal, and they will give anything for it, and they will submit and submit and submit and keep going. And I don't know what to do for those people. I want to give them a hug. I want them to trust their immune system. I want them to stop being frightened. All my videos has been aimed at stop feeling fear. Live fully. Live life to the full and don't feel fear. Feel the fear and do it anyway. That was a great hippie term from years ago. So yeah, I'm scared about a lot of things. I'm not scared about viruses, and I'm not scared of passing over. I'm not even scared of dying in pain. I'm scared of losing my children's freedom, and that's a fear for me. Absolutely, I have to face that full on. But I don't want other people's fear to hurt me, because you look at that, and you look at the old ladies in the supermarket who are shouting and screaming at each other for not wearing masks, not social distancing, not behaving properly, and you see nothing but fear, 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 fear. And I feel that they are pushing that further. Let's more fear. More fear. Let's bring in the army. Okay, protesters right the way through the summer. Let's do a little bit of prediction. Where's it going? If we have more scenes of yobs, and they are yobs, stop it. I wish you could stop it. I believe you've probably been paid. Paid to go and burn police cars. Paid to go and attack police. And I've heard so many rumours and stuff like that. It's much information that this whole riot was staged in some way or form. It was the people that organised the one in London were very different from the people that organised the one in the southwest here. Ridiculous. But yeah, more fear. Let's add some more fear, and a sprinkle of fear in here. And I'm not sure how you'd escape that trap. If you have a steady job, you have a family, I have a family, I have a fairly steady job, but I'm not reliant on complying in my job. And my family have learnt long ago that I'm not going to comply in various things. So, yeah, the fear for me is less. But people that are already in the system, and they are forced to comply in so many different ways because of their employment. And I watch that and I'm thinking, how good is it for the actual soul of the person? Yes, I'm spiritual. I'm talking about the soul, the very being. Your ethics and morality is being worn away. You are being looked at and being forced to do things you don't agree with or approve of. And it's your choice, it's your decision. I wouldn't make it for you. I wouldn't choose the way you are choosing. I don't choose to do that with my life. And I care. I want to reach out and be the bridge, but I can't comply, and you are doing nothing but complying. And you are more scared than I have ever seen you in your life. And it worries me. It's like I want to sort of give you a hug and just yeah, choose differently. And here's me pro-choice, and I'm saying the system is dragging you down, and it's designed to. It's designed to put you in situations where you are not going to follow your own ethics or morality, and it's going to push you over the edge. And it's like that meme where everybody's jumping into a hole. Just jump into a hole. And I'm saying you can choose differently. I promise you can choose differently. I've made choices in my life that I look back and I think, last year I made choices in my life, and I could have fought, I could have stand and fought and say, fuck you, I'm going to fight this. Or I could just turn around and walk away and say, your loss, which is what I did. And last year was awesome, and I'm in a better place for it. So feel the fear and do it anyway. Do not comply to anything that is outside your morality or your ethics. If you are being asked to do something that your gut goes, no. No, I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. It feels wrong. Intuition is a very valuable thing. Yes, people say, oh, well, this is the facts. Okay, your facts, your great God fact. Do you know what? Your great God fact has a nemesis, and you can spin the facts any way you choose. And I think a lot of people are seeing the spin facts. But my gut, my intuition, trumps your facts. And if that makes me an airy-fairy hippie, so be it. Okay, there's your food for thought. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the comments. I will go through them, and yes, I will have a look at the comments, and I will answer them the best I can. I think with the food one, sort of the meat isn't wrong. There was one, yes, they are pushing huntsmen and butchers and farms, small farms and things like that. They're pushing them out. So yes, we will be pushed into a diet that is disgusting by the looks of things. I don't eat chemically washed food. I don't eat at McDonald's. I would not ever have a hamburger or one of those beef burgers from McDonald's or any of the other fast food joints. I gave up on that decades ago. In fact, my kids, we used to go to have chicken nuggets until I started looking into what was in it. It was disgusting. So yeah, fast food and salt and all that grease. Yeah, it's everybody's choice, but unless I was starving, I would not eat a fast food stuff. And their meats are disgusting. So yeah, you have a point. If we lose all the ethical butchers and the considerate carnivores, yeah, we'd be forced into eating nothing but fast food. No, thank you. I've seen the movie Soylent Green. It was an old movie, but it was quite poignant. I've also read the book Brave New World, and that frightens me more than Soylent Green. Anyway, love you lots. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves and each other. Bye now.